Hello, and thank you for joining me today. I'm very excited to be sharing a new approach to setting goals. If you're tired of the SMART goals, set a date, be specific, make it measurable and achievable. That's the one that really gets to me, because when we set a goal, we want to set something for what we really want, not for something we know we've already done. We're going to make it big, make it huge. Bob Proctor always said, if you're not living on the edge, you've taken up too much space. So today I want to share with you an acronym for desire, which is a new way or a different way, maybe it's not new, of setting a goal, a new way. You ready? I'm going to share my screen with you. So what do you want? What do you really want? Not what you think you can do, but what you really want to do. And it all starts with desire. And I have an acronym for desire. The D stands for decision. Most people have very weak decision-making muscles. It's really interesting because when I looked up the word, I found that it comes from de sedare. De meaning from and sedare meaning to cut. So when you make a truly committed decision, you then cut yourself off from any other possibility but the attainment of that which you said you wanted to do. And I love this quote from Goethe. Until one is committed, there is hesitancy, the chance to draw back, always ineffectiveness. Concerning all acts of initiative and creation, there's one elementary truth, the ignorance of which kills countless ideas and splendid plans, that the moment one definitely commits oneself, then providence moves too. All sorts of things occur to help one that would never otherwise have occurred. A whole stream of events issues from the decision, raising in one's favor all manner of unforeseen incidents, meetings, and material assistance, which no man could have dreamed would have come his way. Whatever you can do or dream, you can. Begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Begin it now. Again, it all starts with decision. The E is for exchange. What are you willing to give in exchange? And you want to be able to say, whatever it takes. I will do whatever it takes as long as it is legal, moral, ethical, and doesn't violate my personal or family values. Now, think about that for a minute. What are your values? Have you looked at them lately? What are your personal values? What's important to you? And now, what are you feeling? Are you feeling a little bit excited about the possibilities? That is what we're looking for here. So the S, what is the S? The S is for the secret. What is the secret? Your thoughts. If you believe you can or you believe you can't, either way, you are going to be correct. So let's use the I in desire for imagination. You have a perfectly good imagination. You just haven't been using it. You know, if you look at little kids playing, they're full of imagination. They can play with pots and pans and go to the moon and play with those same pots and pans for hours and hours. What I would encourage you to do is come up with some new ideas every day. Don't do the same thing over and over. Use your imagination. Be creative. see yourself already in possession of the good that you desire, whatever that is. Determined imagination is thinking from the end. It is the beginning of all miracles. You see yourself in possession of the good that you desire. The euphoria that you feel, the excitement, the respect that you get from, for me, it was wanting to get respect from my parents, but who do you want respect from? What do you want to achieve and why do you want to achieve it? You know, I know you've heard people talk about why. Why is so important, isn't it? It's what drives us. It's that emotion, it's that feeling. So think about that, okay? And then the R. The R is for resonate. Does this decision that you make resonate with you? Is it congruent with your values? And are you doing it for you or are you doing it for someone else? What happens when you do it for someone else? Are you really emotionally involved in it? Or are you just like, it's another task, something I've got to do? We want to make sure that when you decide on something you are basically trading your life for, that it has all of your instincts, everything that you have that you can think of, your senses, see, hear, smell, taste, touch, visualize. That's why vision boards are so great, because you can see it. You can start to visualize it. I had a client years ago who had reached her goal and decided to sell her business because she had tripled her income since we started working together. And her name was Jan as well. And I remember her saying, you know, I visualized this day, but the feeling that I'm experiencing right now is magnified 100%. She wanted to go in and pay cash for a particular car. And when she was able to do that, that day, when she sat in the car on the showroom floor and negotiated the price, and then the salesperson said, well, how do you want to pay for this? Do you want to, you know, sign a lease? What do you want to do? She said, oh no, I'm paying cash. And he was like blown away. And his expression really helped her to feel what she thought she was going to feel, only 10 times more. So really make sure that your goal, whatever it is you want to do, whether it's to write a book or to be a speaker or to fall in love or to attract perfect clients, whatever it is, make sure you are emotionally involved and that it resonates with you on every level. And then the E. You want to give it energy every day and expect it to happen. If you believe it will or you believe it won't, either way, you're going to be right. Now, what is this? This is a Mont Blanc pen. And if you look at the tip, that represents the mountain, Mont Blanc in France. Now imagine, if you will, you're climbing Mount Everest. I'm going to use that as an example because it's extreme. And sometimes you just have to be extreme to get someone's attention. I have a Mont Blanc pen that I only use when I'm writing my book. Okay? When I'm writing my book, it's already. This is the next one I'm going to be writing. I use this. Something magical happens from the head to the hand. Let me get back to that analogy of climbing Mount Everest. You decide you're going to climb Mount Everest. It costs hundreds of thousands of dollars to get there, to get all the equipment, to get your leader, your guide, and everything else, everybody else that's going to go with you. Hundreds of thousands of dollars. And that first day, boy, are you excited. You can't wait to get your boots on, whatever your equipment is, and start the trek. And so that first night you get to the camp and you're all talking, you're all excited. And the next day you're exhausted and you're like, I thought I could do this, but I need a day off. You can't take a day off when you are climbing Mount Everest. You'll die. Well, use that analogy. When you set your goal or when you make a decision of what you want, use that analogy, because if you don't set that goal, you don't use that desire to get you up and get you going every day, it's going to go away. It's going to die. Just like the person who can't get up and start walking again. So give it energy every day and expect a miracle. You will be amazed at what happens. It's the law of attraction in action. And then remember, either way, you're right. Choose to be the victor. You can do whatever you decide to do. This is my shameless plug, for my book, Victim or Victor. You always have a choice. And here is the link. And if you click on the link, you can get there. I'm going to stop sharing now and come back to you. And thank you so much for staying with me. And I hope that we can meet again soon. Until next time, this is Jan Payne, empowering you to attract incredible possibilities. Have a better than good day.